Come out to the coast, we'll get together, have a few laughs.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Docm77's Patreon server with me, Bone Doll, and I am on the creative server here. And right after my head starts to work again, I will tell you why we are here. So, yeah, we are starting the network tunnels in the server now, and Saturday, so tomorrow I think the bolting is over for the type of tunnels that we are going to do, and my issue is that I live quite far away and I need a lot of ice. Yeah, so I started creating or designing a ice farm. If you haven't seen me building ice farms earlier, you can check out my The Ice Populator video where I totally unnailed it and made the worst system ever. And yeah, I had an idea, but let's take a look at this first. So basically what I want is a system that actually can do it in one. How do you say it? I don't know, but it needs to take the ice. This is made by Hasso, by the way. This is not my design. I asked for his help because I was completely totally lost with this. And yeah, this way you can push the ice up and it does not interfere here. The ice should be generating it, yes. So, yeah. Should be okay for some. It's a good design. Not the best. And it's a bit complicated, to be honest, because the ice is now here. And yeah, the idea was good. Then this is also one of Hassel's builds. I think it might work. Yeah, it does work, except for pushing the rail away from there. But yeah, it generates the ice, and I think there should be an observer there too. I say that there should be. Oh well, I don't know. But yeah, we went through different designs and spent too much time on this. Both actually here, 2 hours or something like that. And basically this machine here is a copy of that. So where we came in, what is actually the end result that I'm going to use is actually this. And it is not working at the moment because I broken it. So but the basic idea is that the ice generates in here and then it checks it out, pulls it off. No, ice goes here, here. Oh yes, and it pushes it there, and there is a piston system that pushes and makes a cube out of it. So that is the main idea, and that is what I'm going to build today. But before we move into the location that I've been thinking of, I will show you this. And you can now try to guess, what is this place? Does it look any familiar? I know the color scheme is, or the color palette is actually quite terrible. This was just testing. I tried to recreate something that I very much like. Yeah. Do you know what it is? Let's take night vision splash. Yes. No. Why cannot I? I want to have night vision to get a better view. So, does it look any familiar? Have you seen this place around? I don't know. You tell me. Do you recognize it? Alrighty, so the reason for the ice is right behind me. Yeah, like I told, I live quite far away, and I need a lot of packed ice, and I want to make myself a farm that I can... They're taking a boat ride. Hello, boys. Hello, boys. Yeah, so we live quite far away from the central of these happenings around us. and yeah, several hundred blocks to be frank, and for that I need a lot of ice. I have actually done some work in here. There is a chance that I need to switch this all. Basically, what I've been doing is been gathering some stuff to build with. You cannot build anything if you don't have the correct tools for it and the proper blocks for it. Yeah. But now, let's get back to the business of today. Oh, and by the way, this is my tree farm. And I love it. It is so eerie. I mean, let's look at it from a distance here. Take a look at how beautiful the trees are in the basalt delta. I will definitely have to build something here, because this is just amazingly beautiful. Just think of buildings here and a little bit of landscaping and terraforming, and yeah. I love it. I love it. I surely love it. Truly, deeply and heartily. Yes, and donkeys. Donkey! Also, we need a name for this donkey here. My loyal companion. I don't want to be left alone with my sanity. Dokali. So we are at the spot, and this is my ice farm at this point. Touching, we will get back to it later, not today, hopefully. Oh, probably. Yeah, in time you will see what it is supposed to be. But yeah, so my main idea was that instead of doing this, although it is effective and sounds very nice, doesn't it? Yes, I love the sound of breaking ice. Yeah, so even though this is quite effective and works, I want to make it even faster, and I want to collect the ice to one spot, to a cube here, and I want to seal it so that I just enter a room, break the ice, leave the room, and it starts generating more ice for it and for me, and everything is fine, happy, and very tolerable and nice. Yes, so that is my plan, and I will add a warning system or something like that to it too, so when the cube is done, it will start ringing bells. That is my idea. So yeah, let's have a slepsy here. Oh, 1 out of 3. So yeah, this is totally a waste of time. Works not, and as you can see, it does not stack. And the design that you saw in the creative is stackable. So I think that I'm going to build it so that the ice room will be somewhere around here, I think. Because I want it to work all the time that I'm at the area here. And alrighty, so I thought maybe we could build the first part of it together, so I can explain how it works. So the idea is that this thing here retracts, yes, an ice cube from this spot. So then this here must be an observer. Focus, you're trying to look good. And failing. Yeah! So this is observing that. And then I wonder how it was. This sends a pulse to... I should really have better building blocks. Just check. Alrighty. So now this is a lot better. So basically, this here withdraws the ice that generates in here, and then here this is a piston, yes, like this, and then I think it was pretty much like we observe somewhere around in here and send a signal to it. Oh, I really should have checked this out. I think it was like this. So yes, redstone repeater was in here. And then we observe this way. So basically, helper helper blocks. Yes, here, and here, I think, and then we are observing that. Observing that. That. No. You went the wrong way. Observing that, yes. And then we need to 3 rails, I think. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. And when this is retracted, then there should be this 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, like this. And now I think, and when I do this, yes. So the basic idea is when ice generates, this pulls it off, and this pushes that way. So yeah, and we are moving the ice underneath the flowing water here. So basically, this is a very fragile system that can backfire at every spot and every time possible. yeah. So this will be very bad. So alrighty, so the setup should look a bit like this. And now generates ice. Yes, generates ice. Apparently the server TPS is once again. Poo. Yeah. And we will see how far this actually goes before we stop pushing it. One more time. Yeah. And now we are in the alarm stage. So basically what I want now is it is to stop. It won't stop until the ice is broken and it can be moved again. So basically we could observe that and well, or something like that, and flash a light here or something telling that one of the roads is ready now. So yeah, that's my idea, if you catch the drift. But yeah, I will spend more time with this without bothering you too much. This is the basic idea of it, and I will tell you more of it when it's done. But now I think it's time to get to work. Yeah, fooling around with ice. No. We are here for a reason, aren't we? Uh-huh. Small head, big head. Small head, big head. Small head, big head. Camera angles, yeah, professionals.
And all the roads that lead you there are winding.
Greetings everyone, and welcome to the first transmission from the Docm77's Patreon server from the Radio FM77. I am your locust, Boondall, and today we have a special guest in our studio. But before we get to him and today's subject, let me talk about some major things that are going on in this beautiful world. Well, yes. Can I pronounce myself? No. Or any other English words? No. That is why I work in the radio. I can't speak. So, as you can see, the weather outside seems to be very nice. Not raining, not blowing. Not anything is showing. And it is very fine indeed here in the Dockland. Before we get to today's special guest, I will just have to tell you something about the world today. A lot of stuff has been going on. The trade index is larger than ever and being built in a fast tempo. Yes, people are shopping like crazy. It is the consumer's market here, and everybody wants to get rich. Also in the news, the nether tunnels are now being worked on, and the winning design was created by, I think, Mosi. Yes, a very large and huge tunnel which is going to connect everyone together in the west-east axis and the north-south axis. Everybody will be joining in and collaborating to the tunnels. It will be fabulous. Yes, people don't need to ride donkeys to work anymore. That is how the world changes today. But now it is time for some beautiful music composed by Skeleton Kid, one of our Patreons. And right after that, we shall go to our day's special guest. Our first one to be interviewed in here. But now, some tunes from Skeleton Kid. very pretty tunes from Skelly the Kid. And now, it is time to start the first interview with our first guest in Bone Doll's Suicide Nutline. Our guest is globally known as one of the greatest minds of all time. Someone who has worked alongside and for man throughout centuries. From Peru, South America. First captured and held hostage by the Spanish and later on to be known worldwide through colonization, it is safe to assume that our guest is globally both known and accepted by, well, pretty much everybody. Its work is known through fast food chains all over the globe, and how can I praise the work and effort of our special guest more, I do not know. So allow me to introduce to you the Floating Potato. So, Mr. Potato, it's truly an honor to have you as our first guest here on Radio FM77, Bone Doll's Suicide Nutline. I just want to tell you that from the day I heard of you joining us here in our humble radio station, I was overwhelmed. You don't get to interview such remarkable beings on a daily basis, and I have to say that our managers have made a great job convincing you and getting you to appear in our show. But before we get to the questions sent by our listeners, let me ask you a couple of questions of my own. Your work throughout the globe has given you a special place in our hearts, and there are countries whose sole existence is worshipping the fruit of your labor. My question to you is, how does it feel? I mean, it is pretty apparent that you are literally floating because of your magnificent success on global welfare, and I can only imagine how hard it might be to keep your roots on ground being an icon of your caliber. Also, I would like to know about your personal relationship with Carrot. I know that you two together have made a smashing impact on the food chain alongside many other down-to-earth prominent figures, like Onion for example. Who do you think of these benefactors of life to be the most fun and nutritious to work with? Personally, I favor your smashing impact put to plate with the co-worker of pretty much every of the mutual protagonists. And I think we are running out of time here. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Potato.
Thank you.
And now it is time to move on and catch you in the next show in the Radio FM77. This has been me, Bone Doll, at Bone Doll's Suicide Nutline. And catch you next week, or the other week, or the month before that, or after that. Truly amazing. Now some fine tunes, and out I go. There is nothing quite as relaxing as taking a donkey ride home right after a hard day at work. Right?